God's plans for you are going to prosper. They are going to come into fruition in your life. And something that I myself and that I have seen other people go through is struggling basically with people not really coming into alignment or agreement with what God has called you to do. And, you know, I don't want to make this sound like one of those videos like, well, who cares what anybody has to say, you know, but in all reality, you have to get, instead of just saying that to yourself and hearing other people say it to you, you have to get into the mindset of realizing that there are going to be times when people around you, or, you know, the closest people, the people that you wouldn't even expect to not support you, and they will not support you. You know, it could be a number of reasons. I could sit here and say jealousy, or, you know, maybe they just don't see it. But a lot of people use logical thinking in a lot of things of God, which, you know, to each their own. Some people have a different perspective than you. You just have to remember that when it comes down to it, just to continue to stay obedient in what you're doing. And don't let the opinions or what, you know, you not really having full support, don't let that stop you from going and continuing to do what you were called to do. Let that be a fuel to kind of push you further, not in the sense of proving people or anything like that, but prove to yourself and stay dedicated, stay consistent in what God is saying. Because remember, some people, they will call themselves Christians, or they will call themselves, you know, your support team, but sometimes people are not going to fully support you the way that you think. And you have to keep going forward. You can't expect them to support you in what you're doing. You have to be focused on God and stay going forward, because when you face God, you're going to face God by yourself. There's not going to be a crew with you to face God for you. So just remember that, and remember that some people are going to purposely misunderstand you, not because of anything you may have done per se, but some people already choose before that so some people are going to choose beforehand to already disapprove or misunderstand what you're doing, and that's okay. Remember, not everybody understands what God is doing in the spirit. Some people can't see it, and it's not their fault. Some people purposely choose not to see it, you know, and it could just be that you have disagreements on some things that you believe, you know. But at the end of the day, you have to continue not to allow that to get in the way of your relationship with God and, you know, what you're doing. And I'm going to keep repeating that because I have seen so many people give up because people around them were not supportive. Guess what? For me personally, a lot of strangers, a lot of people that are not even Christians have supported me. And, you know, God will send and use whoever to bless your life, to make opportunities for you, to open doors. And guess what? At the end of the day, it's God's will being done. So it doesn't matter who, you know, if other people are against you, remember, God is for you. So who truly can be against you? No one. So just stay encouraged, stay pushing forward. Don't allow any of those negative things or negative people, sorry, but there's negative people in your life that are going to try to talk you out of things, even in a logical way that may seem like, yeah, that makes a lot of sense. You know, it makes so much sense to not do this because A, B, C, D, you know, but guess what? There's a lot of things that we are going to do that you can't rely on your logic for. You just have to walk in step with the Spirit and know that God is doing what He has to do in your life, and just stay in focus on Jesus. Stay in your lane and know that God is good, and know that He's working everything out for your good, okay? So be encouraged. Stay in the process. Don't waver. Don't move. Okay? Love you. You are blessed and highly favored. God is for you. So, you got this.